little dark roast week, yep. I know it sounds corny, but this is an absolute bucket list for me. I've been here in North Dakota obviously most of my life, and I haven't had a spot and stock mule deer kill yet, so hopefully we'll make it happen here this week. It is a relief to know that the bow is shooting how it's supposed to, so get dressed quick and we'll head on out.
Wentz steps up, he throws, end zone, touchdown!
You want to succeed so badly, but for me it's just that constant reminder of a much bigger picture.
Welcome to my rodeo.
Right, that's where we were last year.
So this is where when we drive all the way back, we go past that water tank.
Yep. I think we need to get eyes on this bluff, either on it or glassing this way to it. I'm gonna load up in the Ranger here. We're actually gonna drive all the way around the property. Coming from the south end, there's some bluffs that we really want to check out. And it's gonna be 89 degrees here today, and probably soon these mule deer are gonna be laying up in those cliffs on those little benches in the shade. So get out to some of those big ridges and start glassing, and hopefully put a stock on today. All right, so we made it up to the top of this ridge. This morning we're just gonna drive around side by side as best we can, get to these vantage points on these ridges and play the wind a little bit, but just start glassing these ledges and little benches, and hopefully they're in good position to put a stock on. So a lot of time behind the glass. It took us a little bit, but we found our first mule deer of the day. A group of about 4 to 5. It looks like there's a couple bucks in there, but they just don't quite look big enough here. So not after an absolute monster here. Just want a mature muley. I just don't think this is. It's probably a 2.5, 3.5-year-old deer. Second morning here in North Dakota. We split up with Todd this morning, and he went to the different side of the ranch where we saw some deer yesterday. We went to the other side where we saw some deer yesterday. So a little bit breezy again this morning, but get on this ridge top as the sun comes up and see what we can find. We're gonna go actually across the street now where we saw some bucks yesterday. Well, we found them, but they're on the neighbors, and they're actually feeding farther away from us at the moment. So our master plan of cutting them off as they fed down here towards us is out the window. So get to stare at these for a long time. But great deer, but tonight they're gonna get away from us. We're trying to find those shooters this morning. Again, put them to bed is going to be our best bet. Maybe if we cut them off on the way to their bed, that would work as well too, but still haven't put a stalk on yet, so a little demoralizing, but all it takes is one, so. Gotta find them, get a few more spots on the map if this one doesn't work out today. I was just about ready to quit and wave the white flag this morning. And I think we found our group of three bucks that we were on yesterday. And they're actually coming closer to us, and I think they're on property that we can hunt. So it's encouraging. There's 4. Well, we didn't actually put them to bed. Disappeared around the corner here, but we got a general idea where they're at. We're gonna go back, get Todd, and play conservative, swing all the way around, and just start to work our way back this way where they were headed. So we think they got to be bedded somewhere within that vicinity. So that's where we're headed. Pretty big.
Yeah.
That's big.
You looking on your wall.
He looks like he might only be a 3x3 because look, he's got like no forks in the front. I'm trying to figure out with that steady north.
Yeah, you gotta come in.
Is there a chance they kept going all the way down here by this flat top butte? That's a long ways, but they could have. I think we want to take our time and glass all of this, whatever we can first.
Right.
And then push our way up and start glassing all of this.
And this is where we think they're at.
This is where I know they crossed in here. Then after we do this, if we're still striking out, then we drive forward and start glassing all of this. This is that flat top butte and that stuff. Yeah, right back there. It's on that rock face right there. Working into the wind, basically up to a vantage point where we hope we're going to be able to lay our eyes on them. So I'm ready to ditch the pack and stalk something here. So.
But I think the nicer buck is back to the left. You see him moving down there?
Okay, once they go around that hill, over that sagebrush, then we're just gonna go. We stumbled into, looks like about 5 of that group. I still think there's more out here, but we stumbled into 5 of them, and they were bedded in a pretty good spot to stalk. And then I don't know if they were changing bedding areas or what, but they just all got up and started moseying out of there and tried to sprint up the ridge and find them. And they were already out on the pasture here. And of course, we hear coyotes all morning, and a coyote comes out of nowhere and starts chasing them. So. They're probably over 2 miles away now, so they were about 100 yards and now they're 2 miles, so we're not going to find one sitting here. Alright, one of them is bedded. The 2 shooters are kind of up milling around him, but I don't see him leaving that ledge, so we're going to boogie up here and hopefully get even with them, glass back out and make sure they're still there, and then get more vertical and come down at an angle. So I think we can make it happen as long as they stay right there. Where I marked on the map, 70 yards. I think what I'll try to do is just get up to the edge and get a glimpse of the rack, try to range something, and then communicate with you. Got 31 yards to the sagebrush. down right there. You can see him at the bottom of the hill. He's not going anywhere.
Did we kill one? Hadley, let's look at.
Hi, Hadley. You're not gonna be able to see him. He's down there at the bottom. Exactly what I was hoping for coming back to North Dakota on this tag. Seen these things roaming around out west here for years. A true typical 4x4, good forks on both. He just barrel rolled right down that hill after I hit him. Awesome first deer.